I think we are up and running now. I think we're cooking. This is the second time I've done this now, and the same thing happened last month. Last month, and again today, I have tried to, and unsuccessfully, link a camera to an app that I downloaded, which allows you to stream live, look at your computer, but I just cannot for the life of me work out how to do it. It's really quite frustrating because people were saying that they could hear me, but they couldn't see me. So anyway, I've had to resort to streaming on my phone. So I've had a little think about how I'm going to do this. I'm going to shut that door because that's annoying me. Is it annoying you? It's annoying me. That's better. I've had a little think about how I'm gonna do these videos. First and foremost, every first Thursday of the month, I'm going to do a live. It's not a vlog, just a live video. Just so I'm going to give you updates, a review on the last month. You know what I got up to, or you know that sort of thing, and what's new. And then, if you've got a question, we'll answer some questions at the end. And that's what I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to have a little drink of squash. Really enjoying this squash at the moment. Summer fruits. Well, it's May. It's May. How did that happen? So you're technically allowed to, in the UK, anything above 5 degrees is summer. And it's been well over 5 degrees now for at least a day. So hence the summer fruits. Anyway, so first thing I wanted to talk about then is that my estate agent stuff, my property work. So I've got a new estate agent I've started working with in a place called Evesham. Or is it Evesham? It's one of them things. If you live anywhere close to somewhere with like a VE, like we've got another place up near us called Alvechurch, and half the people in the country call it Alvechurch. Some people call it Alvechurch. Sorry, half the people are from the town. Same as Evesham. Is it Evesham or Evesham? Don't know. So anyway, I'm working there at the moment, and it's a new estate agent. And yeah, they just seem really forward thinking, which is great. So they saw me. Hi folks. So who have we got? Alan, Glyn, Andy, hello. How you doing, guys? I forgot what I was saying then. Yeah, they seem really forward thinking. So they've never worked with a photographer before, and they're 20 years old. The company, they've always done things in house, and the reason that they've wanted to get me on board is because they want to start with their marketing online and things, is just to try and look a bit different and a bit less amateur, really. So they've got me in, and I did a bit of hustling today as well. So I went to this quite nice house to do a job, and I said, would you ever consider having video for your, for your each house that you market? And they said, well, yeah, actually, we probably would. So what I did was, I'm going to cut together like a 30-second social media edit of the house. And what that is going to allow me to do is to charge, well, I haven't even thought about a price point, because I've said I'll do this one for free. And I could charge double, triple, I don't know. And it's only a little bit more work. So I thought that would be a genius thing to add on, really. So yeah, property video. Let me know if you do that, or if you know anyone that has ever done it before. So yeah, so it's new for me, but I think it should be doable. It's I'm not making a James Bond movie or anything. It should be more than easy. So that should be quite good. If I can start launching that, then I can start taking it to other people as well. But I haven't really got much time at the moment. April for me last month was crazy. It was really, really busy. I did have 3 weddings and I had a lot of property stuff. And yeah, it was just, I didn't do any landscapey stuff last month at all, which was sad really, because I really want to get out and do some landscape stuff. Because I find that the landscape photography side of things for me really helps me get away. You know how most people use photography to get away from their daily life or whatever, they run up a mountain for whatever reason with the camera. Well, my job is photography, and sometimes I want to get away from that side of photography, and I want to get up a mountain or, you know, whatever. So that's the reason that I really want to get on the landscapes, because it's been a bit of a crazy one. So this month there will be landscapes. So what else have we got? Wedding update. Okay, so I'm currently editing a wedding that I shot. Do you remember when I shot a wedding? I vlogged it 2 weeks ago, I think. It was the first wedding, the Friday the 13th wedding. Well, I'm halfway through the edit of that. Well, I'm 3/4 of the way through the edit of that. And I'll show you 1 or 2 of the pictures. And it's amazing. And don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't shoot raw for this reason. Look at this. Oh, there's my light setup, by the way. It's completely dominating my my desk. But so here's one photo I took, and here's another. Is there another? Yeah, there's another. And let's go off full screen. And if I press the / key, look at what it looked like before and then after. And if I wasn't shooting raw, no way I don't think I'd be able to, you know, manipulate that photograph to turn out like that. So I don't want to sound like Jared Polin, but I shoot raw. We've got to shoot raw. And again, I don't want to get bogged down in the whole raw JPEG thing, but for me, shooting raw really allows me to edit. I have to edit in my job. I love to edit. I love to post-process. I love to add moody skies and put clarity in the background and things like that. I'm going to come back to some of these questions here, but just a quick one, Glyn, to answer your question. Do you ever shoot RAW and JPEG together? Never. I don't see the point, because I'm never going to use that flat JPEG, ever. I'll only ever convert my RAW file to a JPEG. So, no, never, ever. Because I always find that when I upload things to the computer, I've just got, you know, that CR2 file, then the JPEG, then the CR2, then the JPEG, and I just can't be bothered with it all. So, until someone tells me a really good reason that I should start doing that, I don't bother. So that's my editing stuff. Hopefully I'm going to get that done this weekend. I've got another wedding, the punk, you know, the Mohican guy. I've got that wedding to finish as well. So I'm hoping to have those finished by Thursday, and we're going to get those sent off, which is going to be good. So I always try and get a wedding edited and sent back to a client within 8 weeks, which is very realistic. And I say that just to cover my own back, because if you are really busy, if your computer breaks or whatever, then, you know, you could be waiting 2 weeks to get a new one. So I never say I can do a wedding within a week, because I technically could, but life gets in the way sometimes. So yeah, this one's looking going to be, by the time the photos land on their doorstep or in their inbox, it's going to be about 3 weeks. So I'm quite happy with that. Right, the interviews. Now, you might have heard me mention, and in fact, you would have seen my Miscellaneous Monday a few Mondays ago with Jen Marino, the wedding photographer. I really enjoyed doing that interview so much that I'm thinking of doing more. In fact, I'm not even thinking about it. They're happening. I've actually filmed my second interview, which will be released on Monday. Now, I thought that it would be really good to interview my mate Tom, who is just an amazing filmmaker. He's just so good. He's just really cool, really good. And we had a really good chat the other week and went round his house and drank coffee. And in fact, here's the start of it. So I'll give you a sneak preview. Those people that are on the live feed. So thanks for joining me, by the way, those of you that are sticking around. Here we go.
Tommy Sims, everybody. Let's come into his world.
So there you go. So it's going to be quite a fun video and full of this sort of stuff.
There's actually a little backstory for it.
Full of coffee, and it's
Anti-suffer.
about an hour of us chatting just about filmmaking, video, how important is video versus photography, that sort of thing. So it's going to be a really good chat, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. So make sure you stick around, and it'd be good for you to know a little bit more about Tom, because Tom is someone I work with quite a lot because of the handmade media stuff, the wedding stuff. So that'll be really good. And I've got a few interviews lined up. Now, I'm not going to divulge that information of who is lined up, but I've got some landscape photographers lined up, and I've actually got a really amazing... I've got one landscaper lined up at the moment, and they are amazing. Just an amazing landscape photographer, so can't wait for that. I've got a couple of wedding photography ones lined up as well, and I'm in the process of getting some YouTubers involved as well. So if that happens, then there's going to be, well, just the internet's going to just break. That's going to be crazy. So yeah, what I want to do is my Alan, I'm not telling you who it is. I can't give you... All right, I'll give you a hint. It's a male landscape photographer aged between 30 and 70. I've just named every landscape photographer in Britain. And he's not British. Okay, he's not British. I might have given it away now. And what was I saying? Yeah, so I've got some YouTubers on board. Now, what I want to do with the YouTubers as well is I want to try and get a collab going. You can speculate all you like, Alan, but I'm not telling you. And yeah, I'm going to start calling these mag chats. I think they're still going to be miscellaneous Mondays, but yeah, I don't know. I like the name mag chats. So yeah, it's the whole point of doing these interviews is for me to learn, because I love being around. I love being around photographers. I just love hearing them talk. I love the banter. I love not photography stuff. I love showing that they're a human being as well. They're not just some amazing photographer that is so out of reach and out of touch with, you know, how we might think of amazing photographers. And yeah, I really like the idea of interviewing them just to, you know, break them down, find out what makes them tick, and that sort of thing. What else is there? Let me just double check my phone's on silent, actually. No, it's not. Just in case you're getting any interference. And I'm learning so much about doing these interviews. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever tried to record an hour-long interview with two cameras, but it's almost impossible, because these days cameras have an auto shutdown after about 30 minutes, 25 minutes, so they don't overheat. Well, I've noticed that, and I've lost a lot of footage because of it. So you might notice that halfway through some of the talks, there's a bit of a jump in time. So I need to think of a way to address that. What I'm thinking of doing is actually just saying, right, we're going to have a break now for 20 minutes and let the cameras just cool down. So I probably will do it like a TV show. And I might even put some comedy adverts in there like, hi, if you're a photographer, then you might want to consider getting a camera and take some really cool shots, yeah? Yes, anything like that. So I could charge for advertising space, actually. So if you want to get on the MagChat advert roll. Anyway, so the interviews, they're going to be cool. They're going to be epic. And I'm not sure how long they're going to last. I'm probably going to do them. I've probably got enough at the moment to get me through the whole of May. And I think it will be a summer thing. So probably by the end of September, they might have elapsed. But I'm going to do one every other Monday. So look out for those. They're going to be a lot of fun. So what else after that? At the end of the month, I've got a headshot multi day. So for those of you that long time watchers of the channel, you might remember me going to some universities to work with students. Well, I'm doing that again. I'm going down to Gloucester University on, when is it? End of May, bank holiday. Students working on bank holiday, that's commitment, isn't it? And I'm just going to be going in and they're going to be back-to-back photographing them. And I think there's going to be about 23 of them. So it's going to be a pretty heavy day for me. But I think I'll have 15 minutes with them each. And yeah, so that'll probably be a vloggable day as well. So I'll do that at the end of May. What else have I written down here? I've got a little pad. with some notes so I don't forget anything. As well, this is totally unrelated, but if you do have any questions just while I'm going through these things, then just write it on screen and I'll go back through them in a minute so I can get them answered. And again, if you've got any question for the whole of next month, stick it on one of my vlogs and I'll answer it in one of these lives. Laura's birthday trip. So Laura's birthday, for any of you that don't know Laura is my adoring... She's not even adoring. I don't think she even likes me. She probably does question why she's with me a lot of the time. She's my other half, and it's her birthday. She's got a royal birthday, so she is. I'm not telling you how old she is. You can speculate. But she is turning a certain age on the day of the royal wedding, Prince Harry's wedding. So we just wanted to do something where it was all about Laura and not about the bloody wedding. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on a trip. We're going to go on a cool little trip. Now, she has let me organise it, and she's just said to me she wants open space, cool stuff to put on Instagram, and FA Cup final day. Oh, I don't care. It's United, innit? I'm not bothered about them. May the 26th is the big one. I've got a wedding on May the 26th, the Champions League final. But anyway, and again, lost my train of thought. She just basically gave me a brief of stuff. So I've got it all planned, and we're gonna hopefully. Well, I probably will vlog that trip as well, because that'll be a couple of nights or a couple of days at least, and we'll probably try and find some hills or mountains or lakes, or we'll do something cool. We'll go to cool places. And YouTube collabs. Now, I've got a couple in the pipeline that I want to do this month, because it's been a while since I've collabed with anyone. In fact, apart from Tom, who was not really a YouTuber, he just uploads things to YouTube. Oh, excuse me. He uploads his films to YouTube. Apart from Chris Sale and the Malvern Weekender, which I did last year, I haven't really worked together with many YouTubers, and it's about time that I started doing that. So yeah, if you are a YouTuber and you're a photographer, get in touch and we'll see if we can sort something out. We'll go and shoot something or shoot someone. No, not shoot someone. We'll go and photograph someone. But yeah, let's try and do something cool. So I've got a couple of people who we're going to be sorting that out with this month. But I'm not going to release that information just in case they don't come off. But one of them is Casey Neistat. I may or may not be joking. And finally, now this is one thing I wanted to show you. So I'm launching a new wedding website, and I still wanted to have had it done by now, but I haven't finished it. And that's going to be done on... When will that be done? Where are we now? May the 3rd? Is it May the 3rd, Thursday? I want to be having that finished at least by 2 weeks. So by about mid-May, I want to have that up and running. And it's massive, because what I've learned is that with wedding photography, brides and grooms, if you've got like a landscape section, a portrait, a property, a commercial, a corporate event, brides and grooms, that puts them off. They just want to see a wedding photography website. No matter, love it or hate it, that's what happens. So I've had to basically create a new website which is just weddings. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have the landscapes and the Andy Mag stuff that you like to watch. I'm going to have that as my main, well, not my main website, but one website. And I might maybe start a newsletter soon or something like that, and link all my sort of vlogs and stuff to that. And then I'm going to have my wedding photography website, which is going to be something completely different. And I still need to buy a URL because I haven't bought that yet, because I've got andrewmaguire.co.uk. andrewmaguires.com has gone because there is another Andrew Maguire, and you know what? He's bloody awesome. I think he's in Colorado or the Rockies or somewhere like that, and he's a landscape photographer. And that's a heartbreaker if someone's got the same name as you and they're better than you. It's a horrible feeling. So he lives over in America, I think. And but the good thing is, people keep tagging me in on Facebook and stuff of photos that he's taken, thinking I'm him. Anyway, and yeah, so that's what I want to do. And I got this sent the other day because I did a wedding 2 years ago. And one thing I say is I add an album. And I've not done that to every client. Back in the day, I was including an album with wedding photography, and they got their shots to me, and they said, "Look, I know it's been a while, but I'm gonna, oh, Andrew, cheers, mate. Don't run yourself down. You're a great landscaper. Cheers, mate." I included a wedding album with this wedding, and they got them back to me, and it's come back. And I've used a company called Loxley Colour. Really good. They're not printers. I suppose they're print specialists really, and they do wedding albums, coffee table albums, and all sorts. And I'll show you because I'm going to take this to the couple tomorrow. So if you've ordered something from Loxley Colour, this is what it will probably look like. Now let me just angle you down. Put you back over there. So this is what it will probably look like. Now I went for the A3 book, and it looks great. In fact, I've actually taken some promo pictures of Laura holding it for my new website, because I'm actually going to charge a hell of a lot more, and I'm going to start including wedding albums. Some photographers hate doing wedding albums. I wouldn't say I hate them, but if you can add extras as a photographer like that, then I think people are more inclined to go with you. And at the moment, I can't pick and choose my clients, so by adding a few extra things like that, I think it makes sense. So here it is. So it's here's my glass for scale. So it is really quite big, and yeah, I think it's absolutely awesome. It's the print quality is amazing, and yeah, I'm trying not to touch it too much because I don't want my fingerprints all over them, but all over it. But yeah, it smells good as well. Oh, it's just got that really nice print smell, brand new smell. And this is my favourite page. Just love the vibrant colours of this wedding. It looks really cool, man. I'm really, really pleased with that. So, Loxley Colour, very impressed with them. So, if you are looking for a wedding album, I'd recommend going with them because they're really quite good. So, I'll put that away properly in a minute. So, I think that's all I wanted to tell you about. I haven't really got a lot else to tell you. Not a lot else apart from the stuff I've said has really happened or happening. So, not really the most. Well, things. I don't know what's going on with it. I think it must be the beers last night. I went out to watch the football, and every time I swallow, I can just taste London pride. So, I really actually. Thinking about it, I really quite like the way the channel's going. I like the idea of meeting photographers, talking to them, and bringing people onto the channel and stuff like that. I think as a YouTuber, that's the way to do it. It's just to collaborate and just share your skills and your knowledge with everybody. And it just seems like it's a really good way to do it. Get other people on your channel and get yourselves on other people's channels as well. So, and don't be afraid to write to people and that sort of thing, because that is something I'm really guilty of, to be honest. I do worry about what people would think if I write to them, but sometimes you've just got to write a list like this. There's my interview list of people I've written to, and there are some really big names on there. Some of them I don't know if I'll get. One of them, hang on, I've got a notification, need to clear the screen. One of them, if this happens, this will be epic. One of them is Kai from Digital Rev, Kai Man Wong. I don't know if that's going to happen, but stranger things have happened, so that'll be fun. But anyway, I'm not going to tell you too many people who I've written to. But anyway. So yeah, let's have a little look back through what some of you guys have been talking about. And see if I can get anything answered. Right. Andy Halson. Hi, Andy. Hi, Andy. That's not a parrot in the room. That's me saying hi. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Alan. Andy Halson. That's what I offered my agents, but they weren't interested. They said that's too American. If it helps sell, then that's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I do think it's a very American thing. And a lot of the time in the high-end places that you might have seen in America, you know, the swimming pools and the palm trees and stuff, they fly a drone through the whole place and it looks incredible. But I mean, how much would you charge for that? You'd have to charge $5,000 for that, wouldn't you? But who's going to pay that in this country? No one. So, yeah, I see your point. A lot of people won't have it. I think if you have a client who loves social media, then they're going to love video. And video is arguably, me and Tom talk about this in the next video, it's arguably more popular than photography these days. It's arguably more important because if it wasn't for video, you wouldn't have a clue who I was. I didn't say I prefer it, I'm saying it might be a little bit more important because you can get messages across in a more of a 21st century way. So, yeah, I understand that. Alan, what about seascapes? Do you ever? Yes, I would encourage you to watch one of my videos that I shot in about October when I was in Bournemouth. I took one of my favourite ever photos down there. It was a really grey, gloomy afternoon and I was down in Bournemouth working and I just thought, right, we'll just nip down the beach and have a big stop with me, tripod. There was low wind, so it was perfect conditions and I got this really kind of, it's really heavily blue. This is just one of my favourite photos. If you go on my Instagram, you'll know which one I'm talking about. I shot it in, about October. So, yeah, I love seascapes. Absolutely love seascapes. Do short raw and JPEG together. I've already mentioned that. Tim Day is giving me a bit of a face. I think I know what that's about. Alan, I'm not telling you who the landscape photographer is. Andrew Hawson. Serge Romelli. It's not Serge. I would love it to be Serge. Because I'd love to say something like, I'd just speak in a French accent to him. Bonjour, Serge. How are you doing? I am a French photographer living in the beautiful, the fantastic city of Paris, France. I love it. I love his same intro every time. It's brilliant. When's the Peter McKinnon interview coming? I don't know, Jay. I really want it to happen. Mike, hi, Andy. Loving this. Never seen you live before. Cheers, Mike. Welcome. There's Andy's words of wisdom there. Thanks, mate. I think that is the thing about a photographer. He's just said, like, don't get yourself down. You're a great landscaper. I don't think I'm great. I don't think I'm good. But that is part and parcel of being an artist, isn't it? You just doubt yourself constantly. That's just what we do. And Mr. Dallas, shout out to my brother, Nick Gers. Nick Gers! You got me, mate. You got me. A treat. It's his birthday today. You got, Nickers. Yeah, Nick Gers. So, there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been half an hour somehow. And I know I've said this last month, but what I'm going to try and do is link up the good camera. And I am going to try and get a better video quality. Because when you look at yourself on selfie mode, you can't help but look at yourself. And you're always... I should be looking right into the lens, but I'm not. So that's one thing that I don't like about being able to see yourself. Because I just can't help but look at myself. I mean, do you blame me? Anyway, so I think I'm going to sign off for now. So have any of you got any other business, any other questions? Here we go. Darren Draper's just joined. Matthew Hines as well. Hi, man's just joined, sad face. We're going to go in a minute, unfortunately. Do you have any plans for Norway again in the near future? The last trip looked awesome. Well, Darren, mate, it was phenomenal. And I would urge any photographer to go to Norway at any time of the year. It's just amazing. I don't actually, unfortunately. But I'm hoping in the next couple of years, this is the big plan. The big plan is smash the wedding, the wedding business, have a lot more, not phase out the property stuff, but have a lot more time in the week when I'm not working, so then I can take those trips. That's what I want to do, and that's what I do to some degree, but I don't do enough of them, like when we went to Lanzarote, or when me and Laura went to Iceland last year, or, you know, whenever we've done these little 3, 4, 5 days, it's always been because we've got a gap in our diary and we can afford it, and we just go somewhere. So Norway will definitely be a place that I need to take Laura, because she's desperate to see the Northern Lights. Desperate to see the Northern Lights, and she hates that I've seen them and she hasn't. She can't handle it. So I'm going to take her one day, and I think we're going to try and, I don't know, ride some polar bears, or I don't know what we'll do. But definitely probably hit Tromsø and rent a car and do a bit of a Northern Lights tour. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, so I think that's it for now. So boys and girls, thanks for watching. It's been half an hour. Thanks for spending your Thursday evening with me. As I said earlier in the video, I'm going to be doing one of these videos every first Thursday of every month until I get tired of it. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, folks. A few folks have saying bye already. Yeah, bye everyone. Thanks for watching. So you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Anybody want to write it? First one to write it wins. Who's going to say tell your friends? Who's going to be the winner? I can feel the internet breaking. Who's going to do it? But oh, Jay Allen got in there. Jay Allen won. Tell your friends. We had a few tell your frienders. But yeah, Jay, you are the winner. Good man. Right, so tell your friends, folks. See you soon. It's probably going to take me about a week to turn this live thing off. Don't know how to do it. But it's been emotional, guys. I love you a lot. See you in a bit.